Hello students, this is your geography teacher. I hope all of you are doing good, and I have checked some of your exam script. I hope all of your exam was good, and the exam scripts that I have seen, those are pretty good, which means that you did not actually pass your time like this. You studied, which is very good. I request all of you to keep studying. Please do it. It's important. Yeah, whether your exam holds or not, um, you should know the contents that is given in your syllabus. Not only for, I'm not saying this for geography, for all the subjects, I request you to keep studying. It's important. You should know this. So today I'm going to start a new chapter, and this is your half yearly session. In half yearly, always we have two chapters, but because of this new situation and because of the time limitation, this time you have only one chapter, and that is Asian Revolution. I want all of you to open the chapter, which is in page 28. I want all of you to open page 28. So I hope all of you have opened page 28. The chapter's name is Asian Revolution. I request all of you to open page 28. The chapter's name is Asian Revolution. So the chapter is Asian Revolution, which is in page 28. I hope all of you got the syllabus, so you should know what is the syllabus, what is the chapter's name. So you're lucky this time. You have only one chapter, which I don't like actually, because it's your loss. Ultimately, it's your loss if I omit a chapter. So a chapter is omitted and it will be easy for you, and this chapter is very easy and very important. It is about the global economy, how the economy of Asia is rising day by day, and as an Asian country we should know this. And I hope I'm just hoping they have mentioned some Asian countries like Thailand, Malaysia, China, South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore. But I'm just hoping in the next edition of this book, I'm hoping Bangladesh will also be included, because Bangladesh is also rising very fast in global economy. So I want all of you to concentrate on this, and as I told you, this chapter is very easy and interesting. I find this very interesting. I have interest in global economy, so I will explain it in such way that you will find it interesting too, and you will find it easy. You don't have to worry about at least geography. For geography, you don't have to worry about anything. And let me tell you one more thing: the lines, the paras, the pages that I did not discuss, that will never come in the exam. The students always they are always panic, and they continue asking me, Miss, do I have this para, do I have this page? I'm not going to answer this in specifically, because I'm telling you again and again, the lines, the paras and the pages that I'm not discussing, that's not going to come in the exam. Alright, let's start then. For several years now, the economies of Southeast Asia have been growing quickly, while those of the European countries struggle to grow at all. In my childhood also, I used to know that Europe is very rich in their economy. They are rich people, they are rich country. Yeah, but their economic growth is almost top nowadays. Nowadays, what is happening? The Asian countries are growing day by day. So I'm saying that Asian countries are doing very good in their economy, while the European countries' economy is struggling to grow at all. I mean. It's their struggle. They're struggling to keep it in their previous situation. I'm talking about the European countries. But look at Asian countries. The Asian countries are growing day by day. Every day they are growing. But I'm not talking about this corona situation. The situation is different now. But before corona, I'm telling you that the Asian countries were growing. What about Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, South Korea, Hong Kong, China, um, Taiwan? Their economy is rising. I mean, rising day by day, every day. Countries in Southeast Asia successfully manufacture goods such as TVs, stereos, and computers for export. How can I not mention the name, the country's name of Japan? TV, stereo, computer, this in this thing, and the cars also. Japan is number one in the world. So, so all these are from Asia. All these are Asian countries. They are growing. They are manufacturing goods, electronic goods such as TVs, stereos, and computers, and they export it not only for their countries. They export it in all over the world. The market of technology is captured by Asia. And in this chapter, we are going to discuss it why this is happening, why Asia is growing so rapidly. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn how have they managed their spectacular growth. We should know this, why Asia, why specifically Asia is growing every day, why their economy is growing spectacularly. And another point you're going to learn is which Asian countries will be the new tigers of the world economy. Yeah, there are some more Asian countries too, but I should mention that we should know that why this is happening. Let me tell you the first point in the beginning, that in Asian country, labor cost is very low, and in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, the labor cost is even lower. That's why Bangladeshi economy is also growing rapidly, which is not mentioned in this book, because this book is was published I don't know how many years ago, but I'm hoping that in the new edition of this book, they should mention the name of Bangladesh quickly. All right, the tigers of Asia. Let's see which countries are called the tigers of Asia. Reach. We used to call Europe, the European countries, the rich countries, but it is not only Europe. It is not only America, Australia, England. I'm not going to say that the Asian countries have reached their level, but they are no less. The Asian countries nowadays are no less. And let me tell you one more thing. Singapore was the, I mean, even 2 years ago, even in 2018, they had the most powerful passport in this world, Singaporean passport. So that's how this proves that their economy is rising day by day. So let's see who are the tigers of Asia. Over the last 30 years, four Asian countries have grown with such speed and strength that they are known as the economic tigers of Asia. Yeah, there are some countries, their economy and the speed of economy, their strength is growing so fast that they are being called as the tigers of Asia. Which countries are they? They are South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. These four countries are called the economic tigers of Asia. So if I ask you which four countries are the economic tigers of Asia, the answer is South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. These four countries. But I'm not happy with only these four countries. I'm not calling only these four countries are the economic tigers of Asia. There are some more countries too. Like, why would I not mention Japan? Why would I not mention China? Their economic growth and their speed of growing day by day is so fast that I would love to mention that, but I mean, for being particular about the book, you should know about these four countries. If I ask you these questions, then the four countries you are going to mention is South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Yes, these four countries are called the economic tigers of Asia. Wealth has been created in these countries faster than in the developed countries of Europe or the USA. See, this is also mentioned here. These four countries, wealth is being created so fast, even faster than Europe and USA. Even European countries or USA cannot reach their speed of growth. So these Asian countries are growing so fast, so quickly, and they're so strong in their economy that you cannot ignore them. I don't know, maybe then in the next edition we are going to see read something else, uh, that only Asia, the continent of Asia, is the richest continent of this world, maybe. Nowadays, the four tigers are still growing strongly, but other Asian countries such as Malaysia and China, see, I was dying to tell you that Malaysia, China, Thailand, then Japan, why would I not mention their name as the tigers? They are also the tigers of Asia, economic tigers. So, so finally, they have mentioned Malaysia and China. I don't know what happened about Japan and Thailand. They are also very rich in their wealth. They are also growing rapidly. Map A shows the average growth rates of the Asian countries during the 1980s. So in the map A, they are showing the purple one is the most economic growth. And the purple, in that purple one, I can see China. Yeah, China is growing very rapidly. Let's go to the next para. Malaysia, a diversifying economy. Malaysia became independent from British colonial rule in 1957. Like Bangladesh also, it was colonized by British people, and they got their independence in 1957. At the time, it relied on the export of two primary commodities, the raw materials of rubber and tin. So in that time of 1957, it used to be relied on only two primary commodities. What are those two primary commodities? The raw materials of rubber and tin. So these two primary commodities they used to rely on. They used to export these two things, and they used to earn money from there. Developing countries which rely on primary commodities find they tend to become poorer every year. Yeah, unless you produce some. So unless you produce you know unless you are not producing manufactured goods, the country is not going to be rich anytime soon. So Malaysia was poor once upon a time because they used to rely on only these two primary commodities, which are just raw material. And the countries that rely on these things, these raw materials, they actually become poorer every year. The value of their raw export does not rise as quickly as the cost of importing manufactured goods. So they used to export only rubber and tin, and they used to import the manufactured goods, which means when they used to export things, those were those were not valuable things. It's rubber and tin cost very low, so they used to get very little amount of money, and they had to import some manufactured goods, which used to be costly, and that's why they used to earn a little amount of money, and they had to spend a lot of money for importing manufactured goods. That's how they became poorer day by day. Not only I'm not talking about Malaysia. So I'm not talking about Malaysia only. Whichever the countries they that they only export primary commodities like this, which doesn't have much value, they will earn a little amount of money, and the countries that will import valuable things from abroad, they will definitely they will have to spend a lot of money, and they will become poorer day by day. This was the experience of Honduras in Central America, as you can see in diagram B. Let me discuss diagram B. Before that, I'm taking one question. The question is, why do we need Chinese engineers in any sorts of mega projects, and why do the brilliant minds of our country go abroad? Is it because of less wage? First, I will answer, though it's not very much relevant to this chapter. Still, I would like to answer this. Why do the brilliant minds go abroad? It's yeah, you have given one point, that is it because of less wage? That is one point, and it is not the only reason why brilliant people or any other people live abroad. They tend to go abroad for their living. It is not the only reason. Because of the less wage, this is not the reason. Not This is also one reason, but not the only reason. There are some more reasons, like they have security there, they have very good standard of living, they will get their infrastructure is good, their health security is good, their hospitals, their system is good. I would call all of this a system, which is which lacks in our country. Yeah, their rules and regulations, their law and order, everything is better than this country. They will get a systematic life there, they will get a secured life there, they will get better education, better health, all the opportunities are there. So that's why they tend to move to other countries. So it's not only because of less wage, there are some other reasons that make them to shift abroad. And why do we need Chinese engineers? There are some reasons. Mm, we get aid from them, and not only Chinese engineer, we get officials from abroad, from abroad also, from other countries also, because there are some more reasons too. Not only they are better engineers, we have some extraordinary engineers in our country, brilliant. I would appreciate what they produce some brilliant engineers, but there are some more reasons. It's more like mm, some there are some relationship between two countries, and Bangladesh gets aid from those countries. That's why their condition is we have to hire engineers, some officials from there. There are some conditions as well. That's why. And let's get back to studies. I was going to explain a diagram which is in page 29, and this is an example from Honduras. Let's see what is given there. In 1960, exports of 3 tons of bananas bought 1 tractor. And what happened in 1970? Exports of 11 tons of bananas bought 1 tractor. So banana is said to be primary commodity and tractor is manufactured goods. See, the 3 tons of banana used to cost like 1 tractor, and within 10 years 11 tons of bananas used to cost like 1 tractor. So the value of this manufactured goods, which is tractor, rised so quickly. Within 10 years it became, almost 4 times higher than the bananas. So they are saying that the value of primary commodities does not rise as quickly as manufactured goods. Of course, the value of bananas will be almost the same for a long time, but the value of tractor, the value of manufactured goods is going to rise very soon. Let's see what is written in the para. The Malaysian developed many new industries in a policy known as diversification. You know the meaning diversification? Diversification is increasing the range of crops grown, or the number of goods or services produced. So what Malaysia started doing is they used to think that I'm only exporting rubber and tin and I'm importing so many goods and my economy is becoming poorer day by day. What should I do now? So what did they do? Malaysia started a new policy which is called diversification. And you know the meaning diversification? I'm not going to give you the exact meaning that is written in the book. Let me tell you in easy word, which is diversification is growing so many crops, producing so many goods. And what Malaysia started doing is, instead of growing only one type of crop like Bangladesh grows rice, Malaysia started growing so many type of crops, and then they started producing so many type of things. So what are the new things they started producing rather than rubber and tin? What are the new things? New industries included steel, cement, clothing, food processing, plastics and electronics, what not. Malaysia started growing so many type of things, and which is called diversification, growing so many type of things, manufacturing so many type of things, different type of things, which is called diversification. And what Malaysia started to produce: steel, cement, clothing, food processing, plastics, electronics, and that's how they came into the list of economic tigers of Asia. By producing manufactured goods at home, Malaysia was able to cut the number of its imports. So what Malaysia started to do is, they thought, I'm not going to import so many things from abroad. It costs me so many money, so much. So what Malaysia started doing is they started producing so many goods for their home, for their own country. Whatever they need, they started growing in their country. They don't need to import anymore. So Malaysia was able to cut down the number of its imports. That was their policy. We are not going to import things, rather we are going to export other things. By exporting some of these manufactured goods as well as the rubber and tin, Malaysia started to earn more money. So now Malaysia started to export new things also, not only rubber and tin. Then they used to export their steel, cement, clothing, food processing, plastic, and electronics also. So that's how that was their policy of diversification. So Malaysia thought that I'm not going to import more things. So they started producing all the things they need in their country, and not only for their country, they used to produce export some other goods also. So that's how they become richer. Let's go to page. Now I'm giving you the assignment. So take the assignment. I'm going, when you will see that the assignment is uploaded in your portal, that time you will be able to upload it. So I would request you to do the assignment. The assignment is in page number 29. What you have to do is you have to draw this map and label six countries' names. Let me tell you the countries' names: Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. Oh, I forgot to mention Singapore. So these are the seven countries you have to mention, you have to label. Let me say it once again: Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei. So these are the seven countries you have to label, and that's it. This is the assignment for you. I'll request you to do it, and I would upload it as soon as possible. And I'm going to upload some broad questions and capitals names also. So I request you to not be lazy and start studying. This is half yearly, and you have only one chapter, and three broad questions will be given. You will get it. That's all for today. See you next time. Bye bye.